I see every day more and more people trying their hand at becoming a YouTuber. I made my first video 10 years ago. It really has changed my life in more ways I could imagine. There's a lot of advice out there on the topic, but today I wanted to share some of the lesser known tips I've picked up over the years, the things I found big YouTubers don't really talk about. Okay, so the first and most obvious thing when creating a channel is deciding what you're going to make videos about. I find that there are two types of people that want to start a YouTube channel. The first is someone who has a really specific skill set, hobby, or passion that they really want to make videos about. This also includes people that have businesses that they want to make a YouTube channel for. And the second is people that just like making videos in general. They love filmmaking, but they don't really know what to make videos about. Both types can definitely be successful, but what people won't tell you is there is some strategy behind actually getting viewers. It's not just at random. So if you're one of those people that doesn't really know what to make videos about, but you just like making videos, what you should aim to do is make videos about things you're genuinely interested in, and also, now this is very important, that people are also searching for. It's really as simple as that. If you can fall in the middle of these two things, you're golden. It has to be a good balance of this though. If you're just making videos for views and you don't care at all about the topic, you will burn out. Trust me, you just will. But if you're only making very obscure random videos that you are passionate about and no one else is, no one is gonna find them and you're not really gonna get any viewers. The good news is people are searching for a lot of different things these days. Today, there are so many different niches on YouTube. Fishing channels, gardening channels. There's a golden retriever with over 1 million subscribers. His name is Tucker and he's adorable. His channel's doing better than mine. You're bound to have some overlap with something people are searching for and what you're interested in. The secret to finding what people are actually searching for. This, I can't even believe I'm putting this in this video because I low-key want to keep this information to myself. I'm just gonna share it anyway. Okay, so what you want to do is open an incognito browser on YouTube. Sounds what we're gonna do is really sketchy. It's not. Then you simply go on YouTube, type in how to, and you will see everything people are searching for. So this list is changing all the time by what is trending, but I was surprised by what I found. How to draw, how to make French toast, things that I had no idea people were searching for at all. This is how I very first started making videos, just doing different tutorials. I wasn't even necessarily good at these things, but when you're starting from scratch, you can see it actually did get some views. And from there, I've changed my channel quite a bit to just be whatever I'm interested in. Okay, but just because a lot of people are searching for French toast doesn't mean that you need to make a video about French toast. You can see what's trending within any topic that interests you. So for example, let's say you want to start a gardening channel. If we type in how to plant, then we're going to see everything people are searching for in this category. So rather than guessing and making a video that no one's really interested in, you can see that what people are actually searching for is how to plant potatoes. Kind of surprising. So you can take this technique and apply it to any niche on YouTube. There's no rule saying you have to stick within one category of videos you're making. If anything, I find that really will kill your motivation because you will burn out. Like, you will get sick of that. So it's good to introduce some new styles and like get creative, try new things. Like, all of that is good. If a video doesn't do well, like, it's fine. You can make another the next week. The next secret that a lot of YouTubers won't tell you is that many of them don't actually edit their own videos. A lot of YouTubers, both big and small channels, hire someone else to edit. If you've ever made a video yourself, I'm sure you very quickly found that editing is really time consuming, usually the most time consuming parts of my process. And the reality is, if you have a full-time job, you may not have time to edit. That's why a lot of YouTubers are full-time YouTubers. It's the editing that takes forever. A great place to find an editor is on Fiverr. There are editors in all different price ranges, and since editing is remote, you can hire someone from anywhere. They can do anything from a basic cut to animations and cool intro sequences. A lot of the things you see in this video I actually hired from Fiverr. These whiteboard animations were all from Fiverr, and so was this really cool new intro graphic I had made. I love it. I think it looks so professional. I don't know how people make these kinds of animations, and I know it would take me forever to figure figure it out, so I was happy to just hire someone to do it. Fiverr has thousands of freelancers to look through, but you can also post your own request with exactly what you want. You can hire people for specific things like animations, or you can hire them to edit the entire video for you so you don't have to touch a thing. You could even hire someone to do an entire voiceover for you like this one.
You're watching Shelby Church. Doesn't that sound cool? Like a movie trailer? Anyway, you could basically hire out nearly anything you need for the process of post-production on Fiverr.
Isn't that guy's voice so cool though? There are full YouTube channels where the person making the video isn't on camera at all and hires someone else to do the voiceover. A lot of those top 10 channels or compilation videos, they're hiring that out. And to show you guys another example of what you can get, I hired someone to do a 30-second intro sequence. Another thing I know a lot of big YouTubers do, but I haven't heard talked about on YouTube, is hiring an editor in a different time zone. What a lot of daily vloggers do is shoot their footage the entire day, then at the end of the day, send their footage to an editor that's just starting their day. This way, as you're going to sleep, the editor is actually waking up for their full workday, and then they are able to send it back by the time that you wake up. Fiverr actually makes this very easy to do because you can pick where in the world you want your editor to be from. I know a lot of people do that are daily vloggers because it's really the quickest and most efficient way to get your vlog up the next day. Really, the awesome thing about Fiverr is you can get things done fast. You skip that whole process of negotiating the price and all of that. It's all up front and it's a one-click buy, so you can get everything ready to go as quickly as you want. They also have express delivery, so they can do it within 24 hours. You just check that filter and you'll find all the sellers that can return something within a day. And I actually did a couple of these and some of them even sent it back like a few hours later, which is incredible and honestly key for YouTube because YouTube moves pretty quick, you know? You want to be uploading once a week, once every 2 weeks minimum. So it's key to have people that are getting things back to you, turning it around really quickly. Fiverr actually has a YouTube store. So on here you can find thumbnail design, channel art designs. It's really an all-in-one place to find everything that you could need for your channel. You can find this by going under industries, influencers, and then YouTube services. So they have a ton of freelancers that do editing, but they even have different things beyond that. I'm actually gonna hire a Fiverr freelancer to write a video concept for me, and then I have to do the video, no matter what it is. So stay tuned for that video coming soon. Maybe that's something that's helpful if you don't really know what to make videos about. You could hire someone to write a concept for you, and then you could go film it. Another thing YouTubers won't tell you is that the thumbnail is the most important part of your video in terms of actually getting some views. It's so important. I actually think it's more important than the title of the video is the thumbnail. Think of your thumbnail like a movie poster or a movie trailer. Like, it is to be taken seriously. Like, I'll have a full-on photo shoot for my thumbnails. The worst thing you can do is, you know, forget a thumbnail and just take a screenshot from a video. We've all done it. Those videos never do that well. What you want to do is plan out your thumbnail before you even start shooting the video. Know exactly what it's gonna look like. So I'll usually just sketch out how I want it to look on a piece of paper before I even go to make the video. You don't have to be good at drawing, because mine are like little stick figures, but it gets the idea of what you're gonna do, and you can do some trial and error, you know, show it to some people, see what they think before you spend all the time actually making the thumbnail. They can take a while to edit, and that's okay. Like, I don't think it's a waste of time to spend time making a thumbnail. This is another really great thing to hire out though. A lot of YouTubers hire people to make their thumbnails. I know a lot of big YouTubers will have a day where they'll just take thumbnail photos that they can send to an editor to then edit to whatever video it is. There's a few things I picked up over the years that will lead to a good thumbnail. You don't want it to be overly clickbaity. when it's too clickbait looking to the point where it doesn't even look real, people just know it's fake. That used to maybe work, but not so much anymore. You want your thumbnail to look realistic, almost as if it is a screenshot from the video, but it doesn't have to be. You just want it to look like it is. It helps to act out something you're doing in the video. You don't want to just like stand there smiling. Here's a little behind the scenes of some of the thumbnails I've made. So you can see with this one, I straight up drove to an empty parking lot and took these photos. You know, it took a couple hours out of my day, but I think it was totally worth it. With this one, I rearranged my entire office just for the thumbnail, and I'll usually do several takes and angles before I find the best one. Again, this is a little more time consuming than you might expect. It can really be the difference between getting, you know, a couple hundred views and a couple 100,000 views. One thing people don't really talk about, but I know does really well, is you want your thumbnail to have something intriguing about it. So all of these thumbnails have something intriguing about them that make you want to click on them. There's a little mystery, you know, especially with this Amazon one. And I found that all of these thumbnails did especially well. This is another thing, since it's pretty time consuming, you can hire someone on Fiverr to do, especially because Photoshop is a whole different skill set than video editing. And there's a ton of very skilled photo editors for actually not too bad of a price on Fiverr. So I paid this Fiverr seller $25 and he made me these 3 thumbnails, and I think he really did a good job. I like how the text is behind me. I think those are good. They're not too clickbaity. You know, they still look realistic, so I think these are great thumbnails. When you're watching a YouTube video, a lot of times it looks like people are just talking off the top of their head, and sometimes they are, but what a lot of people won't tell you is that they actually do have some kind of notes on what they're gonna say, and also that their first few videos are probably really awkward. Being on camera is not really a natural thing to anyone. No one is born, you know, being on camera. When I'm going to make a video, I'll usually flesh out what I want to say so that it's more organized and I don't forget anything. There's really nothing wrong with doing this. I think it will make you sound a lot more well-spoken. I'll usually write out some notes, and in doing this, I'll come up with even more ideas for my videos, and I'll stay on track and not go off on a bunch of random tangents. You want to write down some points, a few notes of where you're going to go in your video if you're doing a talk through, but you don't want it to be like you're reading off a teleprompter. The best YouTubers, it feels like you're talking to a friend. It doesn't feel like the news where you're reading fully off a script. You want it to be like a little conversational. You might think it's too late for you to start a YouTube channel, but I'm telling you, people have been saying that for years, like since I started 10 years ago. So it's not too late for you to start a YouTube channel. In a lot of ways, it's a better time than ever because there's so much information on how to start a YouTube channel. I see people every day that have 1 million subscribers, channels I've never even heard of. Like, there's room for so many people to be successful on this platform, not just a few people. All right, I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. I'll link down below Fiverr. I will link down the freelancers that I hired to help this video if you guys want to check those ones out. There's so many, like thousands on Fiverr, so definitely check it out. Comment down below if you guys still have any other questions about how to start a channel. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video.